What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here, and today I'm bringing you guys the patch details for the first patch to hit Advanced Warfare, and it's a really big one. It's one of the biggest ones and most effective patches I've ever seen in a COD game, and this patch is already live on PC. It just went live on PlayStation, I believe, and at the time of making this video, Michael Condrey said it should be on the Xbox hopefully tomorrow morning, but probably by the time you're watching this video, it should be on all platforms. But if you're watching this just after it goes up, then you Xbox guys will unfortunately have to wait until tomorrow, and as a word of advice, I would recommend that you do not prestige if you have not received the patch yet. I highly would not recommend prestiging until you get this patch. It's definitely worth waiting, and I'll get onto why that's important in just a second. But the first fix on the list is that the chat names when you're in a game would be way too large, and there's basically like this huge font popping up, like especially if there are more than one people talking at once. It was as bad as being like system hacked pretty much, with this huge text popping up every time someone speaks. I've no idea why it was so large, but now it's been fixed essentially. And the next one is really important. There was an issue where prestiging would reset all of your challenge progress. If your emblem that you had made for yourself had disappeared, this is why it might have gone. And a lot of people were wondering why their emblem has disappeared and what happened to it. Why does it kind of disappear at sometimes? And it'll also do your challenge progress in addition to that. So say you needed like 100 headshots to complete a challenge. If you would complete the challenge, then that'll be fine. It'll stay. You wouldn't lose it at all. But if you had 99 headshots out of 100 and you hadn't completed it yet, all the progress towards that uncompleted challenge would be lost. Now, it'd be a massive inconvenience. There was a lot of issues with stuff resetting and progress being lost essentially when you prestige, and so that's why I say if you have got the patch, then that's fine. You should be able to save to the prestige. But if you haven't got the patch, if you're on Xbox One, for example, or maybe 360, one of the platforms that doesn't have this patch just yet, I'd hold off on prestiging until you get this patch, because you're not going to lose all of the progress for your challenges and before you get your emblem wipes. That is definitely a good tip for you guys. Do not prestige until you get this patch. But if you're watching this a few days after, the patch should probably be on all the platforms. There's nothing really to worry about. And the next patch is basically to do with internet connections and basically servers and all that good stuff. It's just a general all-round improvement to connections. So hopefully it helps. I know a lot of people have been experiencing lag, including myself, time to time, and obviously it's impossible to completely solve lag on a game that millions of people are playing across the world, and but hopefully in time they'll be constantly helping and the connection get better. But hopefully this patch itself has done a bit to improve the lag that a lot of people were experiencing with the game at launch. And the next patch is really important to me. They've adjusted the requirements for camo challenges. Before, it was simply impossible to try and get diamond, and absolutely not possible to get royalty at all. It might have been possible to get diamond through extreme hard work, but I don't think anyone actually got it. Nobody in the world has legit diamond or royalty camo just yet, which shows how broken the challenges were. And the only people who have diamond camo or royalty camo have hacked the game on 360, so it's obviously not legit. And but now after this patch, you will start to see legit diamond and eventually royalty camos, because they've made the challenges a lot more realistic and easy to get. And not only that, they would reset when you prestige, so to make it worse, the challenges were really impossible, and if you prestige, they'd wipe all the progress towards those challenges. So gold and diamond camos and all the other camos were pretty much impossible to get, and personally those are my two reasons for playing Call of Duty games. I love grinding for camos, and I love getting to max prestige. Those are two main reasons that I play Call of Duty. It's the kind of progression that I enjoy, and so I'm really glad they fixed these two features, as they were a massive issue. And now what they did overall is basically reduce the requirements for a lot of the challenges, and most notably the big ones, the headshots and long shots. These used to be 500 and now they're only 80, so you now only need 80 headshots and 80 long shots as the maximum challenges. I think there's like 10, 20, 50 and stuff like that, and but the maximum amount of headshots and long shots you need now is only 80, which is absolutely insane. It's a massive difference over the 500, and a few camos are actually raised. So the one which required 50 kills with no perks is now 150, and gold camo is now 200 kills with no attachments on the weapon instead of 50, which I really like. I feel like gold camo is supposed to be kind of prestigious and kind of special and difficult to get, and you could genuinely get it in 2 to 3 games. And plus the gold AK and the gold exos from the Day Zero pre-order editions, everyone pretty much had gold everything, and it made gold feel not special at all. So I'm really glad they've made gold a lot harder to get. You need 200 kills with no attachments on a weapon, and so those are two easy challenges. Now they're a little bit harder, and the best bit is that they completely got rid of the 50 triple kill challenge, which was really bugged. The time that you have to get these 3 kills to count as triple kill was pretty much non-existent. So for it to count as triple kill, you basically had to line 3 people up and kill them instantly. So if there was a second in between the kills, it just wouldn't count, even if you got the triple kill medal. And as an example, I've got nearly 2,000 kills with the Bal 27, and I've got 5 triple kills out of all of those kills. So it's a really good thing they got rid of that. They completely scrapped it. Now you just need 10 bloodthirsty medals, which is 5 kill streaks. That's really easy. I'm really happy with this. this, and the camos are now obtainable essentially. Now moving on to the next one, this is pretty important. When you play the Search and Destroy, if you actually lost an individual round of the game, not the game itself but a round within it, it would count as a full game loss on your combat record, and that would count towards your win-loss ratio. So thankfully that's been now fixed. It won't happen again, but your win-loss ratio is pretty much ruined if you did play a lot of Search and Destroy, because each of those rounds would have counted as losses as opposed to just the overall game counting as a win or loss. You might have gotten, say, 10 wins and losses throughout that entire game. And the next feature is to do with speed reloading. If you didn't know, there's a speed reloading feature where if you double tap the reload button, it will basically reload for you much faster, but it will dump the remaining bullets in the magazine on the floor and you'll lose them. It's kind of like a realistic feature where instead of putting the old mag back in your pocket or whatever, you'll just drop the old one and put in a new one. And you can use it tactically if you need to reload really quickly, but you don't care about losing ammo. A lot of people thought it was a bug where you would just lose a lot of ammo and you need scavenger and you run out of ammo really quickly, but it's actually a speed reload feature. And but it was slightly bugged in the sense that it did count too quickly, so now they've kind of like made it a little bit more easy so you won't accidentally do it, hopefully. And they've also added some kind of dialogue to kind of let you know what speed reloading is, and just so people know what the actual feature is itself. There is some tweaking with the double XP icon, so it now display 4 times XP and stuff like that if you have 4 times XP running. And finally, the kill confirmed score limit is now 85. So that is a bunch of fixes. I'm really happy with what has been done, especially the camos, prestige and stuff. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, give it a like rating and make sure you subscribe to this channel for more future updates just like this one. I'll bring you guys the latest news for Advanced Warfare. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later.